Welcome, all humans and other species. My name is Lara, and this is Zollar Tarot and Art. And today what I'm going to be doing is reading your tarot and oracle cards in layers, and I'm going to be tying that into an image that I received in meditation, and I'm going to be drawing that throughout the reading and showing you the completion of the drawing at the end. So I hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing great. I have a little bit of a scratchy voice today, but everything's good. And just keep in mind when I'm doing this reading that this is a collective reading, so there are multiple people watching at different times, because this reading is also timeless. So if something sounds right for you, it probably is, but if something doesn't sound right, then don't make it fit. I'm going to go ahead and start the drawing because I found this image really interesting, and it ties into a song that I was hearing in my head. So what I was seeing was like this hand kind of spread out up here at the very top of this image. And off of this were strings, and down at the bottom here was like a person. It's going to be sort of cartoony, this person, because that's kind of like the message. And this person almost had like a little jester hat on. And maybe you can see where this is going, but it was almost like someone's like a fool, like they're being made fun of or being controlled, because off of this, I'm going to just sketch their body real fast so we can, what I saw and everything. Let's see, there was like we'll make their hand go out here, and kind of like, it was almost like they were on display or something, like they were performing. And I will flesh out this drawing a little bit more over time so it looks better and you can actually see. And it's almost like they're a little bit twisted up. And let's just do the foot and this leg. And what was most interesting was that there were strings. There were strings coming off of this almost like puppeted type of person. And they were wrapped around this it's like almost puppeteer type of situation, whatever's going on here. I'm interested in seeing what the cards say. And so like this person, and this may be you, or it might be someone that you know, is being puppeteered, is being controlled by someone else. So yeah, that's a little bit eerie. But let's go ahead and read your cards. We're going to start out with this deck. And I chose this deck because the song that kept playing through my head is called Mad Hatter. And it's by a singer called Melanie Martinez. And she talks about being like crazy or being perceived as crazy. And I'll just read the lyrics real fast. It says, "I'm nuts, baby, I'm mad, the craziest friend that you've ever had. You think I'm psycho, you think I'm gone. Tell the psychiatrist something is wrong. Over the bend, entirely bonkers, you like me best when I'm off my rocker. Tell you a secret, I'm not alarmed. So what if I'm crazy? The best people are." But what I found interesting was there was also this line in here that said, "The normals, they make me afraid. The crazies, they make me feel sane." So this person likes to be around like people that are crazy, because maybe it makes them feel more sane, makes them feel a little less crazy, because I know they actually are really crazy. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pull the cards with clarifiers, and we're going to see what we see. And I'm going to speed this up so that we don't waste any time. So here we go. Okay, I have laid out your spread, and you have the main cards, which are the Knight of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Sun, and Eight of Cups, with clarifiers too per, and I might pull more clarifiers, but we'll also do oracles. So I've had a chance to kind of look this over. It's interesting because it looks like whomever I'm reading for, it looks like you've really been through a lot. Like because you've got the Ten of Swords here. And you've been going through this time of just sort of withdrawing, because you also have the wounded warrior. You've come from some sort of battle or some sort of sorrow. Let's see, we've got the Five of Cups over here, which is the sorrow card. And she's not looking up, and they're like these two masculine energies here, the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups, which are making offers of love and everything to this person, but I don't feel like they're seeing that. Like, I must feel like this feminine energy, or this person, it could, whether that's a male or a female or something in between, everybody carries masculine and feminine energy, so just, apply it where it fits. But so you have this like spirited, very passionate person, this who's sort of, she's walking away from these love offers, which aren't doing anything for her. I mean, it's only a knight and a page, so maybe if it were a king or an emperor or something like that, she'd be like, okay, yeah, but it's not. So she's like walking away. And I find it interesting too that like the way she's moving is also the way that Alice is moving here, chasing the white rabbit on this wheel. But she never actually catches the white rabbit. Like, she doesn't really get there. It's just like, but the rabbit leads her down, the rabbit hole into Wonderland, where she does all the things she does, but it leads her into like more weirdness. But right next to it, you have the wounded warrior, which I was talking about before. So it's almost like this has been sort of a wacky turbulence and everything. And you've got this song, the Mad Hatter, which is talking about being crazy. So I almost feel like whomever was pulling your strings, and I'm assuming I'm speaking to the person who's like represented here, maybe you're here, I don't know, but whomever was pulling your strings was like trying to make you crazy. Like, they were trying to make you chase them, and they were just like really giving you a run for your money and stuff. So, but I see you like kind of like not wanting to have that. Like, there's a walking away card here. You see here the King of Swords, right? This is the Humpty Dumpty, like on the wall and everything. And he has a book that says dictionary, and he's holding his sword. The King of Swords is traditionally someone who's very scientific, strategic. They're kind of detached. It definitely has to do with legal issues, maybe science. They have really high standards. They're smart, very, very smart thinkers, right? And I feel like you're really wanting that sort of dream 10 of Cups, which is like having it all, like a family and children and a home and living the good life and, emotional fulfillment. And you're trying to go about it by thinking logically and strategically, how can I do this thing? And then how can I make it grow? Because this is the growing card, the Seven of Pentacles. So, this is a really interesting spread. All right, so right here, you have the Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles is often about conserving energy or money. Sometimes it's about hoarding, but I really get a sense that this is more about pulling back, because it's clarified by the Ten of Swords. So whatever you've gone through was very, very painful. It was like getting stabbed in the back over and over again. And you're feeling like there's an ebb in energy, like there's really low energy. That little mouse is so lacking in energy, it can't go get that little sugar cube down there. It took one little bite of the cookie, and it's just like, okay, I'm done, and crawled back into the teapot where it's nice and warm. And it's clarified by the Three of Cups. So, it might be that you're having to go back to family or good friends and everything for some sort of help or recuperation. It also, sometimes this card represents a third party. It could be that one of the ways you were stabbed in the back is that you were with somebody who cheated on you, perhaps deceived you in some way with another person. As a matter of fact, this hand up here might be the third party manipulating you to act a certain way, which made you lose something that you wanted, this white rabbit, this elusive creature, right? But you don't want that anymore. You're so done with the fights. You're done with the energy draining. You're done with the lame offers of love, things like that. And you're really wanting the real deal. So you're like, how do I get that? What do I need to do to have the person that I want and have the life that I want? How do I make that grow? But it's not so easy, because if you get tired, you get attacked again, someone's manipulating you. Maybe this is like energy manipulation too. It could be there are lots of different ways to manipulate a person. So I know from being on the end of being manipulated that there can be gaslighting, there can be lying, deceiving, cheating, all kinds of things. And that can really cause you to feel crazy, like just like where's your stability and everything. Yeah, and this person, even though they're securely on those strings, they never really have that stability, or they don't know when their body's going to be twisted around this way or that, and if they're going to be made a fool of or not. And if you're around people like that, my big suggestion to you is to walk away. Just like on this card here, this is the walk away card. So it looks like you might do that. Walking away, you know, even if you have to take losses. She's like, I don't want these silly cups anymore. I don't want that pig in my cup anymore. I don't want that. That's not what I want. And so I feel like, see how we have, he's holding the book here, and then you have the Hierophant, which is he's holding a book also. So this is, to me, is I'm hearing the words by the book. So it's almost like you're needing to go into a deeply spiritual state and go by the book, like really follow strict prayer practices, meditations, chants, whatever that is to you. Maybe you need to go to church consistently. Whatever your construct is for attaining actual spiritual enlightenment and everything is what you probably need to do for best results, and walk away from these game playing people who want to manipulate you all the time. Yeah, and then they're just left watching and gossiping and doing their thing. Yeah, but let them, whatever. You need your peace. So, and I'm seeing here, because you have the Sun card, that there's definitely light being shown on the situation. You got a guy here holding all of these wands on his back. The Ten of Wands is about heavy burdens. This is about not having enough fun. This is about being overwhelmed and stressed, having lots of responsibilities, maybe being burned out. And the sun's kind of clouded here, right? But it's starting to come out a little, and it's shining the light on what those burdens are. So it's like you're getting to see clearly what your burdens are and where they came from. And this is also clarified by the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is also about clear communication, getting clarity, being inspired, maybe having new ideas. It's a breakthrough, right? So after this painful stuff and everything, and resting and all of this and pulling back, you're going to get some real clarity on what you need to do to walk the path that you want, get away from people who are, probably just being very damaging. I almost get the sense that the person who has been manipulating you, they have other people who know what they're doing and maybe even helping. Like it's like a group or something like that, and it's like funny to them, which is cruel. Those are obviously not good people at all, but constantly manipulating, and it's just left you sort of feeling like you've been running on this wheel. So let me pull some oracle cards just to get a little bit more clarity. This is a really complicated spread, in my opinion. All right, what does this collective need to know, please? What do we need to know, please, about this? Heavy manipulation, though. That's what I'm getting. Heavy manipulation. Interesting. Okay, another one, please. And another one. We have Futura, Perpetua, and Bryce. It says she who divines, she who aches, and she who surprises. So there might be the person that's behind this manipulation is someone who knows how to, they might have high priestess abilities. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean they're a good person, but they might have the ability to see into the future a bit. They might have the ability to, they might have some of the clairs, like clairaudience, clairvoyance, clairsentience, and one of the other clairs. And it talks about future, choice, and judgment. So, Also, to me, this card talks about karma because it has judgment on it. Yeah, it might be, too, that some of the things you've been experiencing might be karmic. Karmic for you, and also the person who's manipulating you is what's called a karmic. They're just somebody who, gosh, I don't get good energy off that at all. Like, I don't get good energy off this person who's doing this. They're very sneaky. Yeah. Very sneaky. They think they've got everybody outsmarted, but I feel like they're getting caught up in their own trap, honestly. So it's the she who aches. So we did talk about the sorrow card here, the Five of Cups. This is about being sad, having to withdraw, which we talked about here and also here. Maybe you need to go into silence for a while. You know, you might need to, because this is also showing winter. And right now, as I'm doing this reading, even though this reading is timeless, it is winter out. Yeah, I need to just sit in quiet. And when you get really, really still and you ask, what's going on? Where's my energy going? What influences are harming me? What's good for me? What's not good for me? If you sit in silence and you meditate and you ask the quality questions beforehand, you might get some of the answers that you need to get real clarity here. And I feel like you are going to get your clarity. She who surprises. Yeah, okay, so yeah, it's saying that if you do that, then you're going to get your clarity. You're going to be clear on what's going on. It's like the sun shining through, the sun shining through, right? Good. All right, let's see what your obstacles are. What are the obstacles and challenges for this collective, please? The person that I'm reading for, the people that I'm reading for. What are their challenges and obstacles, please? Yeah, I'm almost getting a little bit of a sinister feel off of this. This is not good. I'm sorry if someone's like really had a hold on you and manipulated you. I mean, I know what that feels like. And it's not until you really like something clicks and you get clear on it that you can actually do anything about it. Because when you're stuck in that, it's just fog. All right. Challenges. Okay. Well, that makes sense. All right. More on challenges and obstacles for this collective, please. Wow. Yeah, and you really gone through a hard time. Okay. So we have the Seven of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. The Seven of Cups often talks about commitment issues, maybe putting things off. It could be illusions, not knowing what your options are. All of these cups have different things in it, but which one do you choose? So you've had all these people over here, like we talked about, offering you cups like this Knight of Cups, the Page of Cups. But, you know, it's just like, you're not really quite clear on, is that really a good offer? That doesn't seem like a good offer to me. And so you're kind of like in a state of confusion right now. And this is part of your challenge, is getting really clear, but you will get clarity. And you're just going to have to move towards calmer waters. And that's a problem for you. I can see that. Like these waters, there are alligators in here. It's not safe. And it looks like some of these swords might be even going through the boat. And there's a baby and... yeah, so it's just like wanting to be safe and moving towards some sort of stability, because you're just done with the crazy. Like that song says, it's like it's about being crazy people and being bonkers. It's just like, how do you reason with crazy people? And after a while, they just make you feel crazy too. So, and then the Five of Pentacles is like feeling like you're left out somehow, like, and this might be what this person wants you to feel like, who's manipulating you. They might be trying to make you feel like you're, you know, not good enough, you deserve poverty, that you deserve feeling left out or are not included. And so that's has, to me, what I'm hearing is that you need to work on your inner talk. You need to have better inner talk. So these people can't do this to you. You need to treat yourself really well. You need to like start really feeling good about yourself, looking yourself in the mirror and being authentic and honest with yourself. And that also takes doing some deep spiritual work. And the deep spiritual work, as long as you're consistent with it and everything, you should get some results. And of course, you need to walk away, move away from these people who stab you in the back over and over. So I'm seeing this as a challenge for you. You might be having some money challenges as well. Yeah, but you're going to get clear on what to do about that too. Lots of challenges for you. So sorry. All right, let me pull on solutions. You have solutions, please, for this this collective watching. What are the solutions? The best thing they can do to get the best results. Okay, another one, please. Best results. What can they do for best results? What can they do for best results? Best results. Okay, so what it's showing me, I've got the Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and the Two of Cups. Interesting, you have the Ten of Wands laying over the Ten of Wands. So the best thing you can do is really start visualizing where you want your finances to go, what you want it to be. Not how to get there so much, but like what it is you do want. Like you really need to get clear, and you will get clear, but getting clear is important on what it is you do want. And if you find yourself going in and out of clarity or confusion or something like that, write it down. Write down exactly what you want. Don't say things like, I don't want to be in poverty anymore. What you want to say is, I wish for to pull in, say, $100,000 this year. That's American money, but whatever your currency is. So I wish to pull in this amount of money. I wish to have this thing or this thing, and just be clear on what the thing is or the things are that you want, what kind of life you want. And then here, it's because it's a 10 of Wands, I would say you need to just learn how to let go of your burdens, and that's going to take a lot of meditation, like we talked about, walking away from toxic things that don't work from you, people who stab you in the back, conserving your energy. So, you know, just do your best to let go of those burdens, even if you have to do it one at a time. Let go of those burdens, or find a way to convert them into strengths, right? That might take some time, but you can do it. And then the Two of Cups here is about love. There's about lovers or partnership. You might need to partner up with somebody. You might need someone to help you. Yeah, that would actually be a good idea. And because there's an angel here on top of this trapeze swing and everything, and the putting water into this cup for this person who's down here in this shell, who's in a very different element here in this water, who's all in their emotions, because the water's about emotions. The angel up here tells me that, again, it's about accessing your angels, the divine, your guides. I found like the archangels to be really helpful, like Archangel Michael, Metatron. There are lots of different archangels, angels, and be respectful and grateful for any of that help. And you can even say ahead of time, I'm so grateful for the help that I am receiving from my angels. And always ask for the higher vibing entities to help you, your ancestors. That's a good way to go. But again, do the higher vibing ancestors who have your best interest in mind. And listen to them. And that's going to take going into like meditation, into silence. That's going to take spiritual practices to really truly access this information. And I can tell you this from experience. This is true. So yeah. Well, I'm going to pull one final oracle, and then I'm going to finish this drawing for you. Yeah. So you can get out of this manipulation, but you got to get really clear on what this is and be really kind to yourself. You need some healing. I can see that. And you really, really need help from the ethereal, from the unseen worlds. And you don't need to tell anyone else about it, because, yeah, they might think you're crazy, whatever. But just do it for yourself. Do it for yourself. Yeah. Heal yourself. Okay. What are any final advice for healing for this collective? Any final advice? And I'm using these Carol and Myss cards for healing. And I will list all the cards below so that you know what I'm using. All right. Whatever. That's what it says. Whatever. Oh, okay. Oh, that's good. All right. And another one, please, for this collective. Okay. And one more. Beautiful. This just really falls right into line with this reading. It says, whatever is exposed to the light itself becomes light. And the back of it says, invoke divine light to shine within you and reach into your shadow areas. Allow the healing power of this light to dissolve all that wounds your spirit and so restore your health. It's like what I just said. Find out what lights you up, right? That's what I'm getting. You got to shine the light on the shadows. You got to do your inner shadow work, which means that you address all of those things that where you felt hurt, slighted, whether they're recent or they're from when you were 2 years old. So just, and it could be even other lives too, but shine a light on it to be the light. Being in the light is definitely much more peaceful than being in the dark. Being in the light is definitely, you're not so easy to manipulate, or you can't even be manipulated at all by those in the dark. So, and the hand would represent the dark, right? And this one says, the soul is on earth for its own delight. right? So find some happiness. You know, and happiness comes from inside, but just keep in mind that we're not here forever. We're in this body temporarily until we move on to our other missions and our other lives and things like that. So, you know, just try to enjoy what you have now, right? Release those burdens. It says, consider this amazing possibility. You incarnated on this earth just to experience the joy of being alive. Do you even know what gives you joy? Do something about that today. That's great advice. Every single day, find some joy. Yeah, this is what you're here to do. And when, you know, you die, you do a life review. And so in that life review, you're going to probably want more happy times than sad. You're probably going to want to like really enjoy those moments where you felt really loved or you really loved somebody, you know, where someone told the truth, where there was authenticity and sincerity, rather than the times you were being hurt. But we do learn from that, which is what this card's talking about. Pain is a touchstone of spiritual progress. Yeah, like what I was talking about. And it says, follow your pain as if it were a candle in the night, leading you to a place of decision. Clear choices can often heal your pain because they release your conflicts. Like I said, you get clarity, right? Same thing here. And you've got to shine the light on what your burdens are. It's the same thing here. Where's the pain? What's the pain from? This awful, awful pain that you experienced. And that's going to take going inward and becoming silent for a time. So yeah, those tie right in. That's excellent. Well, anyway, that's your reading. I'm going to finish your drawing, and I'm going to post it on the end with the colorized version after that. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate your support, whether you're returning or this is your first time here. And if you really like what I do, please go ahead, like and subscribe to help support the channel. And until next time, I'll see you then. Bye.